Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Kree War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
Alright, we officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with a little update and just want to chop it up with you guys for a few minutes. It's going to be like a literal unboxing. I got this little dumpster here from my man Steven Fernandez, and it's packed. It's packed with a bunch of little goodies inside of there, different props and accessories and things that I can use for displaying. So I wanted to unbox that and talk about a few things. This past weekend was New York Comic Con. I had a good time, so shout out to everybody that I got to see this past weekend. Like I always say, you know, the community is not just about collecting and displaying. It's about the relationships and the camaraderies and actually kicking it with people and sharing a beer and all of that good stuff. So again, once again, shout out to everybody that I hung with this past weekend. My man Mike and Ed and Danny and Emia and Brian and Swift, and I got to see my man Tenacious Rick came down, and I got to see Shane Miller and anybody else that I'm forgetting. So that was cool. I got to take my daughter into the con on Saturday, so that was cool. She had a good time, and I got to kick it with some of those people that I mentioned in the evening before the McGregor fight. I got to have a few beers with them. I didn't get to stay out late because I had my daughter, so we headed home before the fight actually started. But yeah, I only actually picked up one thing for myself from New York Comic Con, which was the Mezco Ronin Wolverine, which I reviewed, so you should check that out if you haven't already. And I also reviewed the Mezco Doctor Strange, the first appearance Doctor Strange. Well, on the first day, I'm skipping stuff. On the first day, I actually went to got to interview the dudes from Hasbro, and if you didn't check that out, that's on my channel. You should check that out. And yeah, so I reviewed quite a few other things. I reviewed the Black Panther figure. It was a deluxe box set with Black Panther, and I reviewed the Ant-Man figure. Both of those were figure arts, by the way. And yeah, so that was cool. Go back and check all of that stuff out if you haven't already. Plus, I put up a little compilation video of stuff from XM Studios, which was like a statue company, and the Sideshow booth too. So please go back, check out those videos, hit the like button, give me some support there. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about this little set here from my man Steven, and also give people a heads up. People always ask me about where I get dioramas and stuff from. So I'm gonna go ahead. Somebody had asked me just today, and being that I put a list together for that person, I figured that I'd just give a list to you guys too. And also a friendly reminder that aside from the A.C.B.A group on Facebook, we have a group called Dio Structure, which is basically like A.C.B.A, but it's for building dioramas and sharing tips and tricks and tactics as it relates to diorama building. And that's run by my man Al Figures, who is also one of my go-to people for getting dioramas from. So you should check that out. There'll be links for everything in the description below for everything that I bring up. So yeah, moving right along. And aside from that stuff that I reviewed already, I got quite a few things coming in the mail too. I just saw Robo put up a review for the Mafex Gwenpool, which I've got coming. I didn't pay for my stuff that was coming from Japan over the weekend because I was just running around doing so much Comic-Con stuff, and while I didn't buy too many things for myself, I did pick up stuff for other people, and I did pick up a few things to flip, and I did flip a couple things on my IG. There's still a couple of live drawings on my IG if you want to get involved with any of that stuff. I have a Goro up right now. I have another Black Panther box set and an Ant-Man and Ant box set. And something else is up there, so there'll be a link for my Instagram in the description below if you want to play in one of those games. And yeah, man, looking at this set right here. Oh, real quick, the list. 1 second. Yeah, like I said, this is from my man Steven Fernandez, who I've shown plenty of stuff from. I've gotten a bunch of prop packs from him before that really bring a lot of my stuff to life and you know, give it that extra oomph. But I've never gotten a diorama from Steve. But as far as like dio builders, my go-to people is my man Chris Lyons, my man Ron, Lawless Studios, Chris Gupton, Al Figures, who I already mentioned, my man Flash. I've gotten work from my man Steven, a different Steven, Paint Samurai. And I've gotten work from one other person that I can't remember. I guess I'll remember by the end of the video. But yeah, the people that I already named is like my go-to people. I think they're some of the best in the community. But literally, there are hundreds of diorama builders in the Dio Structure group. So I would recommend that you just go there and, you know, be a fly on the wall for a while, see whose work you like, and then you can commission them for work. And, you know, stuff that I've gotten in the past is definitely not cheap, but you know, it's definitely worth it if you displaying frequently. And also my man Ogun Ryo, rest in power to him. That was one of the first dioramas that I ever got. A couple of things from him, but he's obviously no longer making anything, but rest in power to Ogun. Alright, getting into this box. I spent this around a couple of times, but so you pretty much saw everything here. He's got some graffiti stickers here. Do not park warning signs, some other little warning signs here, and more graffiti around the side. This thing's got some weight to it too. This is one of the bigger ones I have. I got like 3 or 4 different dumpsters aside from this one here. But yeah, like I said, this thing is packed with so much in here. You know, it's gonna be quite a while before I get to using everything in a display. But I've got this little hoverboard or whatever you call these things, so that's cool. Take a look at that. Focus. Oh, but that's cool. I've got some Nike boxes and a Nike bag. I'll definitely put those to use. That's part of the reason why I had this guy out, because I was looking at that and I want to piss off some MAGA people with some Nike displays. In this little box, I don't really like the way that print looks on me. I don't know if you can really see that. I've got a box here that says Stark Industries, which is cool. I got a box in a box. Yeah, another one there. I got this little propane tank, which is great. That'll come in handy. Some more boxes. This says Fireworks. Focus. Yeah, that says Fireworks. That's cool. And I've got some of these before from him. This is a little banana box, and that's dope. What else is in here? More boxes. This looks like, oh, it looks like a Transformers box. And inside of here is like a little pot, a broken pot, which is cool. But yeah, this says Takaro Tomy. And I'm not going to open this yet, but in here are some blueprints. So that would look good for Iron Man or some type of engineer or something. This is a bag of trash that actually has some cereal boxes and some different items and stuff in here. I'm not going to open this either, but I see Ivory soap. I see some Lysol. So there's that. And some more boxes here. Plenty of boxes. My man Steven makes some of the best looking money. So some stacks of money, hundreds. This is meticulously done. This looks great. I got a whole mailbox in here. So that's very New York City authentic there. They don't really let them tag up on the mailboxes too much anymore. They usually get that right off. I wonder if this opens. No, it doesn't open, but this is a great prop as well. And I've got some Converse boxes. Those are dope. I feel like I had a Big Bad Toy Store box. Oh, I do. Shout out to Big Bad Toy Store, one of the official sponsors of A.C.B.A. So I got a Big Bad Toy Store box. That's dope. Dump everything out. FedEx, some Canadian beer. That'll be great for Wolverine. I don't have any beers though, but that we might be able to get some beers going with the Zag Toys partnership that we got going. So that was one of the things we actually discussed, is doing like a bar pack. Another Stark Industries box here. There we go. And some little papers, some lined paper. I've used these a lot in different displays too. I don't think any of that stuff is focusing in. Some cereal boxes. I got Lucky Charms, Cheerios. Those look good. And yeah, man, I got a little paper cup here. But this was the last thing I wanted to show, these little decals. So yeah, I had broke out the Punker Spidey or Spider Punk because I was thinking that maybe I might want to put one of these decals, a couple of these decals on his kicks. And I'm also thinking that at some point we're going to get a Miles Morales from the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out with the Jordans on. And that might be a detail that they leave out, or there might be a way to get another Spider-Punk and customize these. I don't know if I necessarily want to do it with this one because this is the only one I have currently, but you know, I'm thinking my mind is running a mile a minute about all the things I want to do with all of these little props and stuff. So yeah, man, shout out to my man Steven Fernandez, man. He's always doing his thing. Shout out to everybody who I mentioned in this video. And thanks for hanging out. Just want to shoot a quick video, although this is probably like over 10 minutes. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
That's crispy.